Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstreet.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on review of this new phone which we have got from Motorola. Motorola has launched the third generation of Motorola Moto G, which has been released in the market for a price of approximately 12,000 rupees for the 8GB variant. So you will get 8GB of internal storage for 12,000 rupees, and if you spend 1,000 rupees more, you can get 16GB variant of the new Motorola Moto G third generation, which is definitely going to make much more sense, especially for long-term usage. When it comes to the expandable storage, you do have that. You can insert a micro SD memory card onto this phone. The overall look and feel of the phone has been changed, especially from the back side. You can see that we have a nice dimple over there with Motorola logo. We have dual LED flash on this device, which is a true tone flash, so you will get better photos in low light. We have 13 megapixel camera at the back, which is an autofocus camera, can record high definition video. And when it comes to the edges, we have something which looks like metal, but it is not. But it is good quality plastic which they have used, and the overall look and feel of the device gets enhanced because of this kind of metal like casing, especially on the edges. When it comes to the buttons are metallic, so they give you good amount of feedback whenever you press them. We have the volume rocker and the power and sleep key, and when it comes to the top, we have a 3.5 audio jack, a secondary microphone for noise cancellation, and on this side we have no buttons, no connectivity. At the bottom you have micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and we do have a primary microphone over there at the front. We have the loudspeaker as well on the front, just like the older Moto G or the second gen Moto G which we have seen earlier. So in that particular department it is very much same. Talking about the overall display, as you can see, the display is full high definition 720 again, and it has got Snapdragon 410 inside. So it is a quad core CPU which should be able to handle gaming as well, but not that great as you get especially on the Snapdragon 615 chipset these days. Especially there are devices in the market which are available for same price point, and they are going to give you Snapdragon 615, but on this one you will get Snapdragon 410. Again, it can play high definition games, which is more important. Talking about the touch capacitive buttons, they are within the display of the phone, they're not on the body. And on the front, on the top, you can see that we have a nice metallic earpiece over there, proximity sensor, and a 5 megapixel fixed focus camera. So the front camera is fixed focus and the rear camera is an autofocus camera. Talking about the connectivity, we can remove the back cover with the indent which is there at the back side. So if you open the back cover, you can see that we have a SIM card slot over there. This is the first SIM card slot, this is the second SIM card slot. Both of them will take a micro SIM, and over here you have a micro SD memory card slot, so you can expand the storage of this phone. And over here you can see that we have plastic all over, which is again good quality of plastic, not bad at all. So the overall form factor of the phone is good. Specification wise, it is slightly low compared to some other devices, compared to some other competition devices. You get and when it comes to the stock Android experience, you do get that. We have a phone dialer over there. I can show you the phone dialer. This is how it looks like. And when it comes to dialing the number, you can easily dial the number. I can also show you the messaging application as well. So it actually provides you a kind of a stock Android experience to a great extent, because Motorola does not do much customization as far as the UI is concerned. And this is how the keyboard looks like. The keyboard is pretty smooth to type. It has a 5-inch display, so you can easily type on this device without any issues. Let's take a look over the storage scenario and what all you get as far as internal configuration is concerned. First of all, we will find out the version of Android, which is Android 5.1.1. And when we take a look over the storage section, I would like to show you the storage information as well. And on the storage front, we have got a storage of 9.88 GB available on the 16 GB storage model, and the total available storage is 11.81 GB. There are some applications, approximately 800 MB of application are coming pre-installed, and you can uninstall some of them, not all of them. Talking about some of the RAM status, I would say that 1.1 GB of RAM is free. So 1.1 GB of RAM is free, and the device is pretty responsive. It has 2 GB of RAM, which is pretty good for a device like this. You do have support for GPS navigation. You can use this device for GPS navigation, and you can also do Wi-Fi tethering as well. So you do have support for Wi-Fi tethering, and I can show you that option. So you have support for Wi-Fi tethering as well, which is good. And apart from that, if we take a look over the display settings, we do have support for automatic brightness as well, and I can show you that we have support for adaptive display brightness. As you can see, we have option to optimize the brightness level for available light conditions, so you do have that option. So overall, it looks like a pretty good phone. Let me compare this with the earlier generation of the Moto G. So here we have the Moto G, the old Moto G, and this is how the older generation of Moto G actually look like, which looks the same, at least from the front. And as you can see, the front profile of this device is exactly the same, and on the edges you can see the difference. The edges are much more rounded on the third gen Moto G as compared to the second gen Moto E, which is kind of flat on the edges. but this one is slightly rounded, and they have also given a metal like finishing over there on the edges. And if you take a look over here on the top, you can see that there is a difference in the design as well, and there is a difference in the design in the back cover on this side as well as on this side, and you can see the difference. So the difference is not only in terms of the overall specification, but the difference is there in terms of camera as well. We have got a better camera over there. We have got dual LED flash this time, a texturized back cover which looks very nice and gives you a very nice grip when you hold this phone in hand, and the phone weight is also kind of light. I would say it is not heavy, but slightly heavy for the as compared to the second gen Moto E. So this is rubberized matte finish, which is good, and you can see that this is a used device and I do not see any scratches, and this one will also give you a very good durability over time, because this one will not get scratches because of this texture over there, which is nice. Talking about the front has remained the same. We have got the same 720p display on both of these devices. The display size also remains the same, so they have not changed anything as far as the display is concerned. But if you take a look over the height, I have just kept both of these phones side by side, and you can see there is a height difference. So the Moto G 3rd generation is slightly taller as compared to the second generation of the Moto G. So let's take a look over the camera performance, and we are going to take a photo of my camera over there, and I'm going to take the photo from the rear as well as from the back camera to show you the clarity. So here we have the camera. Again, you do not have tap to focus, but it will do the focusing automatically. I can take a photo from the front camera as well. So it has taken both of these photos. I can show you both of them one by one. So this is how the front camera photo look like. The front camera is doing a very good job, I would say, because there is a lot of light behind my head, and still it has taken this selfie pretty nicely. I can see myself pretty clear, and color production is also done nicely even in this low light scenario. Talking about the rear photo has came out to be good. I would say in terms of details, in terms of colors, it is not that great because we do not have proper light conditions over here. So the rear camera quality is good but not great, but I think it could be better if you take photo in daylight or even in proper light conditions. We have some other photos which we have taken from this device, and as you can see, these photos are coming out to be pretty good. So the clarity of the camera is very good, especially you can take very good photos from the rear camera on the 3rd generation of Moto E, which is a good thing, and this is the kind of quality it can give you, especially when it comes to the rear camera. So this is all we have as far as the quick hands-on of the 3rd generation Moto G. In case you have any questions for this device, we would love to help you. You can like this video help you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.